Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you here on Thursday afternoon, February 26th with the daily recap. Wow, what a sell-off on the NASDAQ today. NASDAQ basically giving back and more the gains that we made yesterday, and not part of my trade plan. I was looking for this market to hopefully hold above this triple top high that we had been seeing. But we gave back all of that and then some. We have rebounded quite a bit, so we'll see. We're unfortunately right back into the channel, but I was looking for this to hold for I wanted to pull back long or a break and retest continuation and didn't get that. However, because we have levels charted, we found some opportunities today and ended up with a nice little day, up 1,500. I did trade 8 of my Apex accounts. I've had a really good run on these 3 that I've been trading, account number 92, 93, 94. And the next group of 5, just basically trading from oldest to newest, was the group from 96, 97, 98, and 99. Actually, I guess it's, no, 90, yeah, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So those 8 accounts there. And I decided, you know what, I've been trading these well. I'm going to just continue trading these, and I'm going to add these 5 and see if I can, basically carry those with me. And we had an okay day. I am very disappointed in myself in this trade, even though this is a winning trade, up 150, almost 160. But I'll talk about that in a minute. I also was able to pass my Lucid account that my eval that I've had for, I think I traded it 8 days, had green day every single day. So why can't we do that on a funded account? It took me 8 days to pass it, but anywhere from like 800 to 200 in profit daily, and we got it across the finish line this morning. And obviously that's the one thing I love about Lucid is you can immediately turn that into a funded account, turn it into a funded account today, and took actually 3 trades with that account, 2 break-even losses, and then 1 winning trade right here. Everything I was trading was on NQ, and we ended up with a decent little day. So that's the good. Let's talk about this first trade. So obviously this morning we had the market sell-off. I was really tempted to take a bounce along right here. I was really tempted as we were starting to put a hold in right above the prior day low. This is the one thing I've really liked since I've switched to the 1-minute chart. And just for context, the EMAs that I am running are the 9 and 21 EMA on the 2-minute chart. So they're basically the 18 and 42 EMA on the 1-minute chart. The 1842 gives you the same look as the 921 on the 2-minute. So essentially I'm trading on the 2-minute chart, if you will, from an EMA perspective, but I'm looking at it in a 1-minute increment, and it really helps me to identify where are buyers and sellers and what's that minute detail. I really like it. Because of that, I did not take this long. I may have taken it on the 2-minute chart. I didn't look at the 2-minute chart to see what it looks like, but I stayed away from it, and right move. Really no good entry for me on the downtrend, so I just waited. And this green line that you see down here at the bottom, you can see this is really an interesting flip here in the afternoon. We had trapped sellers below. We were above that price, trapped sellers below. That really is what set up my trade here in the afternoon. But anyway, let me show you that level because this will make some sense to you. That level is this low. This would be the low from February the 9th, I believe it is. The Monday the 9th. That is that low, which also corresponds with several. There's a high in here, a daily high here from that would be February the 19th. We've had some, overnight reactions there at that level. There's been a lot of reactions there. I put that back on the charts today, and we got a reaction right there. And that was really this reclaim this morning, or it was actually a late morning when I took my first trade, but nice little reclaim. I got into this trade. There's my stop loss. This little green arrow that you see here is TP1, take profit number 1. If you're following this channel, you know that the change I made on my ATM strategy is here's the entry. Stop loss is at, I'm risking 150 bucks. My first profit target is at 2R, and I'm selling half the position. So if I hit this profit target, I bank 150, and now I've made up for a losing trade, if you will. My second profit target sits at 4R. the other half of the position. And if I get there, I really end up with a net 3R trade or a $450 profit. That's what I'm looking for. But I can't write today. So anyway, if you look at this, I got into a great, this was really a beautiful reclaim. We reclaimed this level. I got in at a great spot, good stop loss, and the market was just bleeding sideways, just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And I was afraid. And what happened here, just full transparency, I got a fear of losing. When the trade goes to 1R, somewhere right in here, right in there, my stop moved to break even. Let me get rid of some of this gibberish. My stop moved to break even. So at that point, I have a zero risk trade. If it loses, I lose commissions. I lose a couple dollars. But as this thing was just going sideways here, and we had this little spike to the upside, and we tested, this would be the Monday high of day. As we tested that and rejected, I moved my stop up to basically 1R, thinking, man, what if this reverses? I had no business doing that. None. I had no business doing that. And I ended up getting stopped out. And yes, I've got $150 some winner. But the big but is this thing really just wick stopped me out, continued higher, and right there at this green arrow, that is where TP1 was. If I would have just let the trade work, followed my rules, I would have sold half the position here, been out at 150. I likely would have moved the stop to break or to TP1, or I mean not TP1, to a 1R. And if I would have done that, I would have survived this. We would have traded upwards. And as we tested this area, I know myself, I probably would have moved the stop up to this full 2R profit target and basically locked in 300. I would have then gotten stopped out and probably been out of that trade at a $300 win instead of 157. At worst, if I just leave this, we really end up getting stopped out over here, but I lock in a $225 trade instead of 150. So I'm disappointed with myself, not because I had a winning trade, but because I did not follow my rules. That is very, very frustrating to me. Now, moving on to the Lucid account. This was 3 trades that I took here looking for. After this rejected, I took an entry right here. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see it better. I took an entry right here. I took a short and almost got to TP1. Like, where was it at? Yeah, right here. I mean, it almost got to TP. When it was within a few ticks, goes all the way back up, stops me out break even. That one is a little bit tough to swallow. It's happened to me a few times, but is what it is. After we've dropped below this level, and let me zoom out here a little bit. After we drop below this level, and now you can see this flip occurring. We had this trap, reclaimed, moved to the upside. We tested it, fell through it, and right here on this rejection, I took a short, and this one again almost gets to TP1. Like, it's within a few ticks, comes back up and stops me out. And it's just, you have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with seeing my account, run up in profitability and come all the way back down to zero, because this is how this strategy works. So 2 trades, and I was basically down $6, a measly $6, which is awesome. I'm really not risking very much, because at 1R, my stop moves to break even, and I'm good. And I live to fight another day. I'm not holding the bag and allowing the winning trade to go back into a losing position. And then as we had this trap buyers, I thought, well, just not going to work today. Well, then all at once we get a move to the upside, and I realize what's going on. We have a trap. We have another trap. We broke above. I took the long and hit TP1, moved the stop up to 1R, and then got stopped out there. And that's really what ended up 215 after commissions, but that was like a $220 win. So well executed day as a whole, other than I just didn't follow my rules here. So that's the thing that I'm disappointed in with myself. But so be it. It was a good day. We moved the chains, and let's look at the spreadsheet for the week. So on the 3 Apex accounts that I've been trading for a while, up almost 300. The new ones were up at 156, today's profits, and the Take profit accounts we did not trade, but we're up 300 on the week. And then the Lucid account day one, we're up 215. So nice day. Love to see it. Moving to TradeZella. And here again, this is what happens when you allow a break-even stop to work on my type of, when I'm looking for a bigger move. I'm looking for a continuation trade. And when you trade this method, you can't take profits quickly. It's just going to skew your wins. Profit is profit, but at the end of the day, it really just doesn't work. But today we had a monstrous 54 average win to loss. Average win 164, average loser $3. So that's great. But up 1,500. The more, this is not really realistic to look at this in a day format, but looking at the week. On the week, if it loads up, we're up 3,500, almost 50% win rate, and 3.3. So our average winning trade this week is 236. The average loser 71. So when you have a win, when I have a win, it's a nice win, and my losses stay small, and that's what helps me profitable. And really, that's what we've done the last couple of weeks. Done nothing different except just fix that ATM, allowing that trade to run a little bit. So on the month, let's take a look at where we're at. We've got to be close to break even, and hopefully if we have a good day tomorrow, we can actually finish this month in the green. Yeah, 163. So we are basically at break even. We've got tomorrow left, and hopefully we can find a little winning trade and at least get this month to green. That would be a big win. That would be a big, big, big win. So anyway, that's the update for today. Again, disappointed with myself on this in the morning, but happy that I read the charts well, managed my risk very well today, and we put some green back on the chart. So, and we're back to 25 accounts now that we have another Lucid account. So we've got the 5 take profit trader. We've got 19 Apex accounts and 1 Lucid account. Oh, by the way, there is one other thing I need to tell you about. I did win an eval on Alpine stream, and I'm calling this 592. I'm calling this the Apex Alpine, or Alpine Apex account. I am going to try my best to get this eval passed and get it taken to a payout. I'm probably going to trade it all by itself. So we had about a $650 day on that today, day one. So nice little start to the eval, and hopefully we can get that passed. Need to get it to 3,000, and then we'll have it as a funded account, and hopefully we can move it on to payouts. So I will take you along on that journey. If I blow it, I'll let you know, and if I pass it, obviously I will let you know, and then we'll follow along on the trades on that account. So anyway, that's today. That's the up and down for today. We'll see where this market goes. Again, we are kind of right in this channel, and I think this area is probably going to be where we're going to be focused at tomorrow morning, unless something really crazy happens here in the overnight, but probably going to be somewhere in this area. And we'll see if this market continues higher or if we get right back down into this channel. So we'll take a look at it in the morning and go from there. Thanks again for following along. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Using code BCT where applicable. Take Profit Traders got a great deal going on. So does Lucid. I think 50% off a limit of 2 accounts, but great deal with Lucid. TradeZella, QuantGuard, which is down right now. QuantGuard's had some issues, but they are, I've been told they're going to be back up very, very, very soon. And I personally really love QuantGuard, quote unquote, when it works. So keep that in perspective. But I do appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thank you very much. If you're new here, hit the sub button, and anyone, please let me know how you did. Kind of curious if you had a good day, or how you fared on this big sell-off day. I did talk about it this morning. Big move up often comes with a big move back down, and we got it. So anyway, I'll shut up. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care, and so long.